সবাইকে ক্লাইমেট চ্যানেলে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি টরন্টোর বাংলা টাউন থেকে। দর্শক, আপনারা জানেন যে আগামী 27শে ফেব্রুয়ারি অন্টারিও প্রাদেশিক সংসদের নির্বাচন। এই নির্বাচনে এর জন্য একজন গুরুত্বপূর্ণ প্রার্থী বিচেস ইস্ট ইয়র্কের আনা ম্যাকালেডিস।
Very good. Yeah.
Anna, welcome to Climate Channel.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
আনা প্রথমবারের মতো ক্যান্ডিডেট এবং তিনি এই আসন থেকে প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বিতা করছেন। তার মূল প্রতিদ্বন্দ্বী মেরি মার্গারেট, লিবারেল পার্টির। আনা, what is your campaign going on?
So I'm the PC candidate for Beaches East York, and you know, for me, deciding to run for our community has been really important because we need to have strong representation. Right now, the Liberal Party does not form government in Queen's Park. So basically, we don't have a voice at the table, we don't have a seat at the table, and we're not even in the room for the conversations. So for a very long time, our community, our beloved community, which we invest heavily into with our small businesses and our schools and our children, our families, is being neglected. So I've decided to run because I know our community deserves better, and I will be a very strong voice for our community.
What is your plan? If you just elected, what will you do for the community?
That's a wonderful question. You know, we have so many issues that need to be addressed. Community safety is huge for all of us. I know crime is out of control, and it's something that we need to be very strong. We need to take stronger action to ensure our families, our communities are safe. Another major issue I have for us here in East York specifically is our small businesses. You know, so many of us have been so heavily affected, especially after the pandemic. And unfortunately, we're standing on Danforth now, and you can see between the bike lanes and the snowbanks and all the traffic, unfortunately, our businesses are being negatively affected by all of this. So
what you will do if you elected for bike lane? Local businessmen are suffering for the bike lane.
So, you know, I'm not against bike lanes per se. I believe they're good for certain streets. I'd love to see my children riding bikes on streets like Cosburn, where they have so many schools and a very low traffic zone. But a street like Danforth with all the businesses where people can't even stop to get out to do their shopping, the delivery people can't stop anywhere. This is not acceptable. You know, to accommodate a few cyclists, you know, it's affecting so many. So I know the Ford government, the PC government, has been very vocal about removing bike lanes. I know they've already started in the downtown core. And I hope that, you know, we'll make smarter decisions about where to put bike lanes, and assessing the safety issue too. You know, I've heard from so many people that the ambulances, they can't get through when there's traffic. So you see ambulances leave their rig in the middle of an intersection, and they're running down the street to help somebody that's, you know, in danger. So, you know, that's a really big issue, and I don't think somebody's, you know, safety should be affected in such a negative way. So it's certainly a concern for us.
Okay, it is a local issue, and it may be sometime conflict with the green and business. As a political leader, you should solve the problem. আমি দর্শকদের বলতে চাই যে আনার রাজনৈতিক দল কনজারভেটিভ পার্টি গত 2 বছর ধরে অন্টারিও পার্লামেন্টের সরকারে আছেন, এবং নির্ধারিত সময় 14 মাস আগে কনজারভেটিভ পার্টির লিডার ডগ ফোর্ড ইলেকশন দিয়েছে, আর সেই ইলেকশন আগামী 27শে ফেব্রুয়ারি। কিন্তু আমরা আনার কাছে আরেকটি প্রশ্ন রাখতে চাই, যেসব অভিযোগ আনা এত সময় করছিলেন সেই অভিযোগের দায় কি তিনি নেবেন না বা তার দল নেবেন না? ডগ ফোর্ড ইজ রানিং ফর 2 টার্ম. He called early election 15 months ago.
Yes.
But most of the people, as well as the Liberal and NDP, just claim Doug Ford damaged the Ontario. He is not in the right track. What is your thinking?
Well, you know, I've heard from a lot of people at the doors that they're not happy about the early election. And to be honest, I'd rather be campaigning in June than during these snowstorms.
You are also a newcomer politician.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it's been a very interesting experience. But you know, I believe the election was called because of timing. You know, we can't wait to see what happens with the Trump administration in a year and a half. This was, I think, a very thought out plan with Ford, because he knows that he needs our government to survive the 4 years to match Trump's administration. So, you know, it may not have been an easy decision or a popular one, but I feel it was a necessary one because, you know, the geopolitical issues that are affecting us, they're not going to stop and wait for our next election cycle. So Ford is a very strong leader. He's been, you know, very clear with his position and protecting Ontario against all of the issues coming from the U.S., the threats of tariffs that are going to affect all of us in our country, in our province. So it may not be a popular decision, but I think it was necessary. The Ford government needs to stand strong and outlive the Trump administration.
Oh, as a Canadian, we support any initiative to protect Canada and Canadian economy. Yes. And at the end, I want to ask, you are running for the BCS East York. It is the riding. Lots of Bangladeshi Canadians living here. Lots of voters are here. Yes. What you will do for the Bangladeshi Canadian community?
Well, you know, as an immigrant myself, I know how important it is for us to have our communities, make sure we protect our communities, our businesses, our families. So the Bangladeshi community has been incredibly welcoming to me. I've attended some events, met so many wonderful people, a lot of the small business owners, and like everyone else in this community, you know, we all deserve to be safe and be able to provide and protect for our families, and I intend to make sure that we're all able to do so.
Thank you very much, Sana.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
আমরা যে কোনো ক্যান্ডিডেট যে কোনো নতুন উদ্যোগকেই স্বাগত জানাই। এনা এবার প্রথমবারের মতো নির্বাচন করছে, আমরা আশা করি তার চেষ্টায় তিনি ভালো করবেন এবং যেই এখান থেকে নির্বাচিত হন তিনি যেন বাংলাদেশি ক্যানাডিয়ান কমিউনিটির পাশে থাকে, তিনি যেন মাল্টিকালচারাল কমিউনিটির পাশে থাকেন, আমরা এই প্রত্যাশাই করব। সবাইকে আবার ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। আমি সঞ্জয় চাকি, বাংলা টাউন, টরন্টো।